Monkey Butt Radio is not your mama's radio show. We are uncensored, unhealthy, and unapologetic. Consider yourself warned.
No matter how hard you try, you can't stop us now. No matter how hard you try, you can't stop us now. We're the renegades in this atomic age. This atomic age of
Thank you for joining Monkey Butt Radio tonight, live from the Chop and Walk in Scottsdale, Arizona.
We live, bitches. Chop and walk.
Welcome, walk stars. So to my right is Big Mike.
Purse.
And to his right is Biggest. He's got a mouthful of beer.
Hey, we do have a camera
And
tonight.
to Biggest's right is
Biggest is right.
Beer Wench.
Hey,
Thank you, Amy.
Hey, wait a second.
Amy,
She's got.
Amy from Two Gals.
You can only have one title a night. Either she's Amy from Two Gals or Beer Wench.
She is.
Beer Wench.
She's Beer Amy from Two Gals Wench Service.
Nice. See the fun you're missing? Okay. Half of Arizona is flooded.
I think more than half.
And the other half's already drunk, so.
Okay. Here's the problem I have. Okay.
Do we have time for this?
Yes.
Oh.
We have. Yeah. Sit down, Shelly.
And to Biggest is right. Oh, wait. She's not here yet.
Is Shelly?
Oh, there she is. Oh, she's back. No, she left. No, she's back.
Hey.
Just like a woman.
Shelly Martin, the president of Bikers for Boobies, and the event coordinator for Harley Davidson of Scottsdale.
That's correct.
Hey, I got it right.
Yes.
Well, they'll let anybody in that
Cheers.
joint.
Where's your
Wait.
drink?
Beer
Hold on
Wench
a
is
second.
getting me one.
Wait, he's getting a fresh one. Hey, Beer Wench, can you make that too? I'm sorry.
Are you guys allowed to have shots?
We can do whatever we want.
Let's have a shot.
Whatever you're paying for, I'll do. I don't give a
Hey,
damn.
wow, that'll be the first time our dudes. This will be awesome.
I'm
That's
paying
a-
for it?
I guess.
Isn't that what just? I
That's
thought
what
that's
you
what I heard.
offered, right?
Did you hear
The
that?
women always have to pay for it.
Yeah, one way or another.
One way or the other.
Right?
Or another, we're paying.
That's right. So, well, tonight,
A very limited bandwidth. I just wanted to make
No,
that clear.
head out.
bandwidth isn't interchangeable with attention span, sir.
Oh,
Yeah.
anyway.
Who are you people? Where am I?
Back to the event. Shut up.
what's going on?
Shut the fuck up.
There he is.
Ba-doom.
Ladies and gentlemen, to my left, Grumpy.
Thank you. But definitely go out Saturday, get your bike washed. There are going to be some hot chicks in bikinis. Biggest is not going to be
Yes,
here.
Hooters.
Hooters chicks.
Are they serving
Really?
wings to boot?
Nah.
I'll say it's the only time I really care about a Hooters
Red
chick.
Bull's
She's got food.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Yes. 10 a.m., right, Amy? 11?
11.
Show up about 11.
11 to 2.
Hey, y'all, come out to the Chop and Walk Friday night. Get your drink on.
Pass
wake
out in
up,
the parking lot.
Pass out in the parking lot. And just drive right down the road Saturday morning. About
Sober, of
11,
course.
11:30. And get your bike washed.
Because Amy likes her beverages, and she doesn't want to have to stress her system out.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Will you have coffee?
That's right. Her liver can't multitask.
That's right.
It must stay focused.
The weekend after that, and it's going from Phoenix, Arizona to South Beach, Florida. The Labor Day weekend is the South Beach Bike Week. That's a 3-day event. Y'all, if you're down in Miami, definitely head over there. It's going to be a blast. It's the second annual. Monkey Butt Radio is a sponsor of
You
the
should.
Well, before we go any further, August news, what's going on?
Well, thank you, Big Mike, for that wonderful introduction.
All the cool kids are doing it.
For biggest news this week, we've got Yamaha Champions Riding School has been recognized by the Motorcycle Safety Foundation. Now, they are the second third-party curriculum to receive this distinction by MSF. So that's pretty big. That is pretty big. The YCRS is descendant of Freddie Spencer's High Performance Riding School. It's now led by Spencer's proteges, Nick Einach and Ken Hill. Now, what they're doing is they're teaching racing stuff, but although the career presented and practice reduce or enhance your risk management, your self-assessment, using better judgment, identifying escape paths, all that stuff that you use on the track is translating directly into riding on the street. So the MSF is saying this course will benefit any rider that takes it.
You know, we have Ron from Team Arizona on the show next week.
That's why I picked this story.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good lead in.
The 500 and 750 versus Team Arizona, where, well, nobody has the Harley Davidsons yet because they just came out.
Plus, they can't afford to crash them over there.
That's true.
Scottsdale.
Have you seen the demo track that we use where you practice on? It's where we have the
It's in
big
foam rubber.
where we have the Bob's Biker Blast and the big concerts and stuff.
I've
where
never been sober there, but yeah, I've seen it.
Come on, I'll give you a tour. Let's go.
See you guys later.
Yeah.
Show's over.
She winked
We'll
at
be
you.
back.
Damn it.
Right?
I'm sitting next to her and she winks at you, you son of a bitch. I hate you.
I love me.
No, Shelly is very friendly this evening.
She is. That's why I'm sitting next to her. You think
Shots.
this
Sure.
this was planned right here? This whole dynamic was
Son of a
planned.
bitch.
Okay, so next up, Continental Tires is announcing a tire safety recall. Their 120/70 ZR17 and the R17 are being recalled for all the tires sold in the United States and Canada. Now, these tires were sold.
That can't be good.
No, not at all. Because what's happening is there's a condition where the tread and the belt may separate.
That can't be
They
good.
don't. They haven't had any instances yet, but they're doing it just for precaution. Anything sold between 2009 and 2014.
Whoa.
Fuck, that's a lot of tires.
That's a lot of tires. They're expecting that this is going to affect 170,000 tires. Now,
Wow.
the way you determine this is the DOT serial numbers on the tires between 1907 and 2614 are covered by this voluntary safety recall. So if you've got those DOT numbers, and what that is those numbers are broken up into two sections. The 19th is the week of the year, and the 2015. But now you can go on and you can pre-order them. These are sold exclusively through Indiegogo. The price is $1,399 for the first 30 days. After that, it goes up to $1,499. Now, this helmet has everything that you need to connect to
Everything.
but pretty much everything. It's got GPS. It's got Bluetooth. It'll do.
You can connect to the Department of Defense up in the All's Entertainment.
Yeah. Dave Brocky has died in March from a heroin overdose, and he was their front man. Now, Dave had his family do their ceremony back on April 1st. He was laid to rest. Everything was taken care of. But what they did is they totally separated the persona. Odorous Arungus is his character as the front man. And what they did is they gave him the character, the costume that Dave wore of Viking funeral last weekend.
Nice.
At their Gorbecue, which they have every year. The Gore band actually puts on a barbecue for all its fans. Out in Virginia. They went out, they gave Dave's costume a Viking funeral, complete with the flaming arrow archer. They sent it out on a boat, lit the son of a bitch on fire on a lake, and let it burn.
Nice.
So that's
I've
always told Kim I either want to be chopped up and fed to tigers, or I want to have a Viking funeral and burned on a pyre in our backyard. I don't know which one the city code will allow, but I want one of
Probably
those to happen.
neither, but you know what? I'd go to jail for you.
I could give a fuck.
Hey, and as
If I could light you on fire, I'd go to jail for you.
That's right. So
as the famous Paul Harvey would say, and now for the rest of the story.
Whoa.
What you don't know is that they secretly stashed Jimmy Hoffa's body in there and they burnt it.
Son of a bitch.
They televised it, and the world will never know.
Call Geraldo. We need Geraldo in here.
.gov, a.gov, and let them know if there's any intersections you know that aren't registering your motorcycle on a left turn on red. And as funds become available, they're going to be upgrading their systems, the weight limits, to trigger the lights, et cetera, et cetera. So don't freak out. Don't yell at your congressman. It's being done. It's just we're not fighting for it because we don't have to. We're focusing our attention
And one of the
on things that nobody's paying attention to.
we've gone over this before. One of the things people need to realize is
A
that
pig's ass is pink.
yes, most of the intersections here in Arizona have the sensors. There are lines or grooves cut in the pavement. So if you're in between those grooves, it's not going to be picked up. So be right over one of those grooves, and if it still doesn't pick it up, then actually report it to ADOT.
And just so you guys know, the state of Arizona, the law stands as you cannot leave that intersection. They don't care how many times They don't care how many revolutions it makes. You are not allowed by law to leave that intersection. So don't think that you've been there long enough. Look both ways and go ahead and do it if it's 1 o'clock in the morning. But then again, you both know, as well as I do, or all three of us,
some cop's going to be
that
watching.
at 1 o'clock in the fucking morning is most likely when you're going to get pulled over and fucking hogtied, shackled, thrown down into a boat and taken to a foreign country, made a slave.
And not be
butt stuff.
And not be on cop watch.
Ass play. It's all ass play, people.
That's right.
I'm out on that one.
Well, there's a lot of states in the union, though, in the continental United States that do have
That
regulation.
protect ass play.
Yeah, well, that also that and allow you to run the red light, but every state's got their own stipulations, so make sure you look into that before you start.
Did you say stimulation? Wait a second. What is happening here?
Yeah,
I demand a recount.
Have you seen, Shelley, have you noticed any left-hand turns when you're sitting at the light and they'll go a couple times and you're still stuck there?
Yes.
Where at?
Cave Creek and Cactus.
Yep.
Scottsdale Road and Cactus. Those two mainly. Not really. Well, those two mainly.
Cave Creek and Cactus is really bad.
Yes, Cave Creek and Cactus is terrible. So is Cactus and Scottsdale Road and Cactus as well.
Scottsdale Road and Cactus, they have the grooves.
Nutty.
Down there south of the racetrack, 207.5646 miles an hour. 207.5646 miles an hour. Very consistent bike with their mile an hour of each other last year.
This truck is awesome. It's got everything.
What's happening? Just got it today. I was telling Jimmy all about the new features. It's fully loaded. It's got a navigation system, satellite radio.
Because you're fucking awesome.
You know why? Because it's badassery.
Yeah, badassery.
Badassery.
That's kind of cool to say it. Let's say it again.
Badassery. Thank you, people. Talk amongst yourselves.
Cost everybody a quarter, whoever uses that term. Copyrighted
That's
by
right. It's
Monkey
been
Butt
copyrighted.
Whose is it?
Mine.
Monkey Butt Radio.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
Owned by the butt.
we wanted to bring you on not only to talk about Harley Davidson of Scottsdale, which you're the event coordinator for, but majority of it is the Bikers for Boobies Foundation that you're the president of, and Jack, who the owner of the Dirty Dog, is one of the board members as well. Melissa from Two Gals is another board member. So it's
Thank you, Melissa.
There's people that Monkey Butt Radio supports. That's one of the reasons why we support Bikers for Boobies. And we actually, Biggest and I have pictures from last year's event when we were here supporting you guys too.
I was pointing at Amy's boobs.
So was I.
It was
but, you know,
awesome.
Heidi Deb's also on the board.
There you go.
Yes.
That's what we were looking
That's
for.
Yes. Deborah Lieberman, but I
She
call
was
her
so
Heidi Deb.
she was
Heidi
so
Deb.
angry with me earlier. I
She
drew a
got
blank.
angry with you? What'd you do?
She did.
I
I-
offended her.
Oh.
It was horrible.
After about 30 seconds of beating her, I offended her,
Oh, shit.
which is expected. It's just that she's
yeah,
still
but that's
sitting
Heidi
here.
Deb,
so-
though. That's, whoops.
Son of a bitch.
So tell us about Bikers for Boobies and how that came to be.
Bikers for Boobies, this is our 6th year. So the very first year, it came to be, I got a piece of mail from Susan G. Komen, and I used to send money to all the different fundraisers, charities, whatever. And I
Make
got
the check out to Monkey Butt Radio.
Yeah, well, that doesn't happen anymore. But so I went to Jack. It's at a pink party, so I went to Jack and talked to him, and Julie Red and I and Jack talked about having. Jack suggested a poker run, so well, we put it together in a very short amount of time. In the first year, we had 120 riders, and then last year we had 1,382. So it's grown to be a very big ride, one of the coolest rides, I think, in the Valley.
Well, it's a really cool organization. Okay, tell us how you and obviously Bikers for Boobies is supports breast cancer awareness. You know, the whole gamut of it. How did that become one of your passions?
Well,
And don't shortchange us here.
And not just because you're a woman.
It started. I mean, everybody's touched by cancer, you know, in one way or another, and it actually, I did.
And it needs to be. And
And
it
it needs to
definitely
be.
needs
That's
to
you know,
be.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I knew
and
it.
prostate cancer, you know, to me, prostate cancer, that's huge for me. You know, my grandpa and my dad passed away from it. So I'm very passionate about all cancers. My friend, his son has bone cancer for the second time. You know, my other friend has neck cancer. Like, there's so many. And Bikers for Boobies it hits all types of cancer now. Under the 501c3, it's not just breast cancer. So we can raise money and have fundraisers for all cancers.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
That makes it even more noble
Yes.
in my eyes.
Yes. Well, and it's one of the cool things that, you know, we've talked to the ladies at Two Gals, and
A lot.
And they're
yes.
amazing.
Yes, they are. Any event they do is always the shit, plain and simple.
And that's the
but-
shit in a good way.
Yes.
Yes.
But one of the things that enamors, makes them
Drink.
the
Drink.
Drink.
It's called the cum shot.
Monkey,
Wow.
monkey
Hey,
cum
Biggest,
shot.
drink one of
I'll
those.
take one of those. I don't give a shit.
I prefer Jack
Let
Daniels,
Lauren
but Biggest
know.
likes the
Oh,
cum
not
shot.
Hi, Jamie.
Okay, live from the chop and walk. Biggest is going to drink a cum shot.
Do I just throw it on my face or do I drink it? I don't know what I.
Where do you want
I'm
it? Does
new.
it throw
Hey,
it on
ben,
you?
hey, bend over, show us your tramp stamp. I'll just
that it?
splash it
Oh.
Your
on.
mother's not watching this. You open your mouth, open your throat, just shoot it on back.
I just shoot it on back.
That's delicious.
That's the kind of fat fucker I'm gonna marry.
Whoa!
That was good. Thank you, Jamie.
Are you busy later?
Biggest is a fan of the cum shot. That's all I can say.
I'm
Nice. But anyway, what I was saying is, one of the things about Two Gals events is
How do you go right into Two Gals events from the cum shot?
trying to bring it back to.
Do you
a
think they
sense
don't
of
come?
I just don't
Have
think
you
they paint their faces with
Have
it.
you
I don't
seen
know.
Amy's boobs? It's a very short trip. Yeah.
If we were to draw a line,
Amy, is John here tonight? We have some questions for him.
I don't. I just want to see the pictures. Fuck the questions. We already know the answer.
Well, he is a photographer.
Damn.
Okay, so where were we?
So I don't know. I have no clue.
Thank you for bringing
I don't
us
know,
back
but I'm
on.
just broke.
I have no clue.
Two Gals events.
Yes. Oh, one of the things that they do is they make sure that the organizations that they're a part of are legit organizations.
Yes.
That they actually do what they say they're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And we've talked about Bikers for Boobies a lot in the past, and we, like we said, we really support. My mom's.
Budic, more so than what money they needed. I mean, we went over that as well, but it turned out to be so much more. And when Deb and I left, you know, it was an experience that I will forever hold close to my heart, and I know Deb feels the same way. To touch somebody's life like that is, there's no. I'm getting emotional just thinking about it.
Go for it. Do it. All right.
Save me.
We're going to pause for a station identification. You're partying with Monkey Butt Radio at the Chop and Walk. Scottsdale and Shay. We're taking a little a teaser, a pause here, if you will.
It was my cum shot.
Hey! And
But
she's
there's
back.
no, there's
the
no
cum-
amount. There's no amount of money, you know, that you can put on that. So to know that you're making a difference in a way, in that kind of way, is just incredible.
Well, you know, not only that, and that's touching one. You guys have touched so many.
Yes.
When we were here last year, Mobile On-Site Mammogram, Moms,
Yes.
was out, and I love the organization. And it's something that I found out a couple of years ago. In Maricopa County, there were 40,000 women who were diagnosed with breast cancer. And I don't remember the percentage, but a percentage of those passed away because of a lack of mammograms. It's like, wow, that's, you know, lack of insurance, things like that. I didn't realize that a mammogram costs less than $150. So 40,000 women were diagnosed in late-stage breast cancer for lack of $150.
Don't even get me fucking started.
But it's not even that though, Mike. It's a bit of denial is in there also. Because women don't want to say,
It's scary.
"Oh
Yeah.
shit!" Because I had a scare with a lump on my nut, right? I didn't know what the fuck it was. I didn't know if it was testicular cancer or what. Now I am not in denial a single fucking bit. Aside from the pleasurable part, I will fondle my shit every single time I'm in the shower to make sure that shit is checked.
What the point is there were women who were diagnosed with breast cancer who who could have been caught at an early stage.
Yeah, but that happens. That happens
a lot.
No, but it happens in everything, especially this day and age. Don't get my little L started. Don't fucking get it started.
No, but what I'm saying is, for lack of $150, mobile on-site mammogram, they give away free mammograms.
We paid for 27 women that did not have insurance. We covered them, and it was the check presentation for Bikers for Boobies, and we had the mammogram or the mobile on-site mammography. We had them outside, and the women were just coming in, and we were paying for them. And it's so important. I mean, you're exactly right.
Yeah.
I don't even want for 1 second before I get in this little fucking tirade, because I can't help it, take away from anything that you gals are doing, because it's fucking awesome. The part that fucking bends me out of shape is that some fucking greedy prick is charging women to find out that they have fucking cancer. These are the types of things that when you want to talk about socializing fucking medicine, which I think is an impossible task, and I didn't want to get down that road. But if we can find ways to put these roadblocks or these stops up front to help along the long trials and tribulations of all the money that's going to get funneled down the fucking road.
Yeah. We'll take a break and we'll talk about this right after.
Give me a drink. I need a drink.
Mike needs a drink.
We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Scene 1, Apple, take 1.
Hi, I'm Officer Judd from the Peoria Police Department Traffic Services Unit. We've teamed up with the Governor's Office of Highway Safety to bring you this important motorcycle tip.
When operating a motorcycle, it is important to be alert and avoid distractions. When approaching intersections, be prepared. In the first scenario, notice how the car fails to yield for the motorcyclist. The motorcyclist quickly uses combination braking, that is both front and rear brakes, and avoids a collision, and then rides off safely. Always scan the roadway ahead with your peripheral vision. Notice in scenario 2 how the motorcyclist avoids running over debris or fluid in the roadway. Remember to always be vigilant when riding and expect the unexpected. Let's not meet on accident. Thank you and ride safe.
Welcome back to the Chop Walk on Government Radio. We're talking a little bit on the break, and this is a huge discussion. Healthcare issues, preventative maintenance on yourself. Shelley, you were just about to make a point. You said don't get me started. I want to get you started. Yes, I want to get you started. Open mic.
Okay, here we go. So I wanted to clarify because when Bikers for Boobies first came about, I said that I gave money to Susan G. Komen, and I did until I found out where they were about and how much money they kept. And I do not support Susan G. Komen.
I have a bunch of pink ribbons in the house where Susan G. Komen walked things. We haven't gone on one in a while because of that same reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So we're in support of you on that. You know, the stuff doesn't stay local.
Yeah, when you make $1 million and 92% of it goes to administrative costs, you can suck my dick.
And I don't have a dick, but if I did, suck it.
Yes, you could suck.
You can
her
borrow
dick.
mine.
Fucking A.
We can, Fascinations is right down the road. You can go buy one.
I'll be right back.
Spend hundreds of millions of dollars, and everybody runs around wearing pink and supports Susan G. Komen, and I think that's all fine and fucking dandy except for if we would just slow down for a second and take a fraction of those dollars, just a fraction of them, and front load the system so that we can give away this preventative maintenance. We can give women the opportunity to go in as often as they'd like and get a
Men too.
mammogram.
Men get
Or
breast
better
cancer as
yet,
well.
I hadn't gotten that far. We're talking about boobs right now.
Sorry,
damn it.
I'll shut
Don't
up.
get me
Men have
sidetracked.
boobs.
okay, I'm going to
Boobs.
talk about boobs. How about we do some fucking research? Front load and do some research. And,
Ladies front and center.
Give these preventative things away.
Oh.
Let's do that. How about that
No,
shit?
there's no doubt. No doubt. I'm so tired of everybody waiting to fucking stage 3 or stage 4 when it's non-operable, and then to have somebody just fucking throwing pennies into a fucking wishing well when fucking hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars go in the other fucking direction. It just pisses me off to the nth degree. It's almost like corporate fucking America being reactive instead of proactive. We know what the fucking problem is. We know that the division of the cells is too fucking fast for the body to control. We can't solve it, or can we?
We can.
We can.
However, if we could just catch it early enough where we could manage it, it would just be a lot
But see, that's
simpler.
the money for the pharmaceutical companies is made off the after medicine, not the preventative
Yeah,
medicine.
because there ain't no fucking money in cures.
Right.
There's
There's not.
money. There's money in
medicine.
symptoms.
That's right.
That's where the money is.
Yep.
So that's what they fucking go off of.
How many?
And my little L is going to come out here.
$1 billion.
Yeah.
Come out to the
I bet,
billion.
hey, you know what? With that $1 billion, I bet we could get the United States out of fucking.
Don't get me wrong. It's a far reach.
Test
but
it.
I'm
I'll
honest.
test it
And
with
Kim,
my
if you're
foot.
watching, that wasn't inappropriate. That was diagnostic.
Actually, he was. She was
She's a nurse. That's okay.
She taught you how to check boobs.
I check them all the time, whether she wants me to or not.
That's right. That's what we do.
So, Bikers for Boobies, October 25th.
Okay, when does the pre-registration start?
It already started. It just
It
started.
already started?
Yes. So if you go to, we have our website. If you go to www.bikers, the number four, boobiesaz.org, you can pre-register there.
You can follow.
Guess who's pre-registered?
You can follow
this motherfucker right here.
You can
High five.
you can follow it on Twitter. Follow you guys on
Yes,
Twitter.
you can.
Okay.
Gorgeous with hair, gorgeous without hair. And I fell in love with her immediately. And her story, she just posted on Facebook. She got her breasts tattooed.
What did she do?
She had her breasts.
Because she had a double mastectomy,
Perfect.
right?
Yes.
Yes, she had that means they're all gone.
All gone.
So that means reconstructive surgery.
Mhm.
And then after that, she got these beautiful tattoos onto her breast.
Well, and she had implants put in, and then it stretched her out, whatever. And then she has tattoos now that go around her scars, and she just posted them on Facebook, and Facebook was threatening to take them down, and so many people said something that they let her keep them up, and it's very important because it isn't.
This isn't porn. It's
not-
fucking beauty.
yeah, it's
this
beauty.
is somebody coping.
And it's somebody's fight, and somebody's fight that they showed that there's a beautiful side, that it was your fight for life, and you fucking won.
Yeah, that's the key.
Yeah.
And you fucking won.
Yeah.
And that's what we're trying to talk about here. I mean, that's really what Bikers for Boobies really does. You want to give everyone the opportunity to fucking win.
Yeah.
And you got to love that.
Mhm. Well, and Casting for Recovery too is a huge. We've been sponsoring them, and they take 14 women up fly fishing, and they give them counseling and things like that after they.
That is a cool thing.
It is. It's very cool. And
talk about that. Talk about the emotional end of it. We're talking about the physical and we're talking about the visual, but it's the emotional battle some of these people are going through.
yes, and I mean that would be huge. Mayo Clinic or somebody.
And Dr. Kevorkian, you're not invited.
No.
He's dead.
And dead.
You know what? We got
And still no.
Yeah, we got about 5 or 6 minutes left. Okay. I know that you guys have heard of that ice bucket challenge
Yes.
for ALS. Okay. And there's a lot of challenges out there to help breast cancer. Kind of a side note, but we're going to do something here. For breast cancer, I want to challenge all of our listeners to support Bikers for Boobies. You can support them online, the Bikers for Boobies az.org website. Go donate $1. Okay, if 20,000 people donate $1, that's $20,000. So donate $1. Buy a raffle ticket. You've seen the bike that they're raffling off that Brian
it's
Jenks
fucking
built.
awesome.
It's absolutely I'd ride it.
Badassery.
Yes,
It-
badassery. It is cool as shit. It's
I
up
wouldn't
on our
ride it.
website.
hide
Look
it.
on Facebook. We've linked to a lot of Brian's builds, but this is one of the coolest things that he's crafted himself. Go ahead.
I just want to say here, thank you, Brian Jenkins and Hatred Customs, because Brian opened the door for us. I mean, number one, he's the most talented builder, hands down.
Badassery.
Badassery. Thank you for letting me use your word while I'm sitting here with you. And for him to open the door for us, for the exposure to be on the History Channel, and for him to do that bike for free, you know, I mean,
Well,
it's...
We're actually going to talk to him. We're going to go and visit him and interview him.
You are?
Yes.
Yeah.
I won't be here for that,
in a
but
couple weeks.
Thank God.
We're actually gonna
That's a
talk to him,
classy
but
motherfucker right there.
Yes, but we're actually going to talk to him about the build and things like that, and
We'll get to plug you again.
yes, we get to plug you again on it. So
He's
My
awesome.
favorite thing to do.
Yes. So, but what I was getting at, I want to challenge with like the Ice Buck Challenge. I want to challenge all of our listeners to support Bikers for Boobies. I got called out today for the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge, and my cousin James, who is the lead singer for Never Met a Dead Man up in the Seattle area. It's a screamo band. They're on the Warped Tour. Great. If you like the kind of music, it's a great band. But his dad, my Uncle Tim, has Lou Gehrig's disease, has ALS. My uncle is the one who taught me how to weld and taught me how to fight and play football, and he was the
We're hoping we keep him around long enough to teach him again.
Yes.
Yeah, because
But
his welding
anyway,
sucks.
First time focus
shut the
failed
fuck up.
miserably.
Okay.
Inchworm.
But he was a surrogate dad that I didn't have growing up. So my cousins, Tim and Kelly and James, are like brothers and sisters to me. But James called me out. I gave money last night to ALS, but he called me out on the Ice Bucket Challenge. I told him I would do it for my uncle, who's living with my cousins in Houston now, so he can watch this live.
Mm-hmm.
Would you pour the ice over my head for me?
I would gladly pour it
Okay.
over your head.
Shit.
I'm only gonna challenge.
Get the white T-shirt out.
I did it the other day.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
White
gonna
t-shirt?
I want to challenge.
Light gray.
Yes.
Close enough.
I want to challenge two people though. Okay. On this. And
Can
I
you
know
do that? Can you challenge two people?
Yeah, I'm gonna
You
challenge.
can
two people.
you can challenge 5. I
Yes.
channeled.
I'm only
Channeled.
I'm only gonna
Whatever,
challenge.
shut
I'm
up.
only gonna challenge two people.
Shut up, stupid.
Okay, just two. I want to challenge for ALS, and I'm gonna give you a choice on this Ice Bucket Challenge, and you got to do the challenge. Either you dump the.
He says they're going to post it on the Bikers for Boobies
Facebook
page. What? Let's watch this shit.
Nice. Somebody get Shelly a white shirt. What's going on around here? Is nobody prepared
Get
for these
that
things?
shit. Get it. I want to see this shit.
Get the bitches
Do
wet.
it.
Whoa! That was
My
legit.
nipples got hard just watching that.
Hey, Chris
Holy
Carter.
shit.
Chris Carter, ESPN. That's how you do that shit. You actually dump the water on yourself.
Yeah.
So you dumped your bucket on him too? That was awesome.